see on Oprah Winfrey and other relationship daytime talk shows, one of the biggest complaints I always seem to see, yes, I watch daytime talk shows, is the woman invariably is always talking how he doesn't listen to me. He can't listen to me. And the poor bastard, over in the chair is sort of like, I'm trying to listen. I'm just trying not to upset anybody. He's passively listening. What actors do on stage when they absolutely tank in different scene study classes that I've taught is the one thing I want actors to do is come on stage and do something. If I stop a scene and ask an actor, what are you doing? And they say, well, what are you doing? Not what are you not doing, because that's passive listening suicide. I want people to do something while they're listening, and the book is a declaration of doing. The last chapter is called Untalkative Dreams. And I defined untalkative dreams kind of in concert with the rest of the book as dreams we're willing to do something about. And I'll read you the last chapter and then I'll be done. The last chapter is called Untalkative Dreams. And it goes like this. At some point in your life, probably at a very young age, you experienced your first dream. I don't mean the kind of dream where you're slaying dragons or eating a never-ending bowl of ice cream. I'm talking about flights of imagination, of possibility, of making or doing something, of going somewhere, of becoming someone. Your eyes may have been closed, or they may have been wide awake. Maybe you were safely tucked in your own bed, or maybe you were riding a school bus and staring at something that you'd never seen before. It doesn't really matter where or when you were. What matters is that you consciously tapped in to your imagination for the first time. And at that moment, just as if you'd swiped your credit card to a reader, you purchased a ticket on the untalkative dream train. You began to dream of doing something in your life to change possibility into reality. Think of the brain as a train station and ideas as trains that come and go. The untalkative dream train is any idea that pulls into your dream, into your depot, and starts your journey towards an untalkative dream. It's that idea that says, this is the first thing you need to do to realize what you just did. There's a conductor on the untalkative dream train. He knows every untalkative dream that you have, whether you want him to or not. The conductor is your guts. It's your inner strength. It's your fortitude. It's your will to get on the train before it leaves the station. And the reason we're all given guts is so that we can achieve our dream. The conductor's sole unenviable duty is to get you on the untalkative dream train. The next part is easy. You just hand your ticket to the conductor, aka your fearless, trustworthy, supportive, daring, dependable, courageous guts, and he will make sure that you get on the untalkative dream train. The first thing you'll notice after boarding the untalkative dream train is that the conductor doesn't take American Express. For that matter, he doesn't take cash or checks or bribes. Getting on the untalkative dream train doesn't guarantee that you'll arrive at your untalkative dream. To reach your final destination, you'll have to pay in the currency of sacrifice, and hard work, and honesty, and commitment, and determination. And those things are hard to refund if you get off at the wrong stop. It means catching the untalkative dream train is a huge risk with a capital R. The second thing you'll notice about the untalkative dream train is that there are no red caps. That's because there's no baggage allowed on the untalkative dream train. So you can think about bringing that nifty laptop case that your mom got you for your birthday. You can leave all your baggage behind, along with your doubts and your excuses and your lies and your fears, and most importantly, your critics. Because time has proven that these things will never help you to reach your dreams, so you can leave them behind. Finally, once the untalkative dream train starts moving, you'll notice a peculiar noise amid the wheels turning and your mind racing. And it's not the beautiful, but it is a hooting sound nonetheless. It's laughter and ridicule and disbelief from everyone who thinks that you are on a fool's errand. You could be your parents, It could be your siblings, it could be your friends, or your lovers, or it might even be your enemies. Whoever these doubters may be, they can't fathom why anyone in their right mind would get on an untalkative dream train. They have little faith, say that untalkative dreamers are crazy, and they laugh and ridicule anybody who decides to dedicate their life to reaching something that does not exist. They don't understand that you might want something that can't be bought or paid for. And they'd rather stay at home than travel anywhere that didn't allow them to bring their designer suitcases with them. And they can't imagine why anyone would work so hard for something that didn't have some kind of guarantee attached to it. And the jeers should not deter you. They're the same sounds you hear outside of a library, or a weight room, or a school, or a dance studio, or outside of Trinity, outside of any place where people are trying to become more than they presently are. Because unlike the naysayers, these people aren't satisfied with the cards that life dealt them. They want more out of life. They want more out of themselves. They want more out of a single day. And that's why the 10-year-old little girl who decides to give up her childhood to become an Olympic athlete is so very incredible. That's why the high-risk kid from the low-income, broken home who's determined to graduate from college is so inspiring. And that's why the kid with special needs who tries and tries and tries to get up on a surfboard is so very remarkable. Untalkative dreams are distant lands that no one's ever been to. No one's guaranteed to reach an untalkative dream. How can they be when the first person to ever have that dream is the untalkative dreamer, and is set the reward that comes from having the guts to catch it? People often say it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And the same can be said about catching the untalkative dream train. Nelson Mandela's untalkative dream train was stuck in Robben Island prison for 27 years. But it dreamed. It dreamed for 27 years. It dreamed longer than most of you have actually been breathing. Nelson Mandela's untalkative dream train rode the rails of reconciliation and negotiation. How is that even possible after nearly 3 decades of incarceration? How could Nelson Mandela's untalkative dream train entertain notions like forgiveness and elevation and empowerment and even love? How? I'll tell you how. Because untalkative dream trains are the dreams that we are willing to do something about. Nelson Mandela bought a one-way ticket when he got on his untalkative dream train. A one-way ticket aboard an untalkative dream train that would resolutely refuse to stop dreaming until South Africa had fully shed the manacles of apartheid and transitioned into a modern, multicultural democracy. Nelson Mandela's untalkative dream was an audacious, ultimately astonishing dream that he was willing to do something about. Your untalkative dreams are those dreams that you are actively willing to do something about. There is no such thing as an insignificant untalkative dream. They don't exist. They can't. Because those are the dreams, those are the wins, lovely though they may be, we tend to lose. They're impossible to find. They're the ones that go missing. People in this wonderful hall this evening, by virtue of being here, have almost de facto declared that you're willing to do something about your untalkative dream. You have. Now I'd like you to get on board your untalkative dream train. Get on board. Do something about your untalkative dreams. Get on board, baby. Get on board.